Hello, it's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with another special video, and I'm back to give it to you back to back. Hello, it's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with something different, something special, and something fantastic. Listen, it's been so long since I've been on Wahala Wednesday. And Wahala Wednesday, like I always say, Wahala Tikpoju, Iyoba. And I was also saying pidgin English, Wahala no finish. One guy just told me as well, a man without problems is even a problem itself, because problem is part of life, and there's no way you're not gonna have problems. Even in fact, a man or a person without problem is a mad person, because it's only person that is mad that don't have problems. Even the person that is mad has problems. Not to talk about a person that is not mad. The main part of it is problems is just part of life, and I keep saying that, and I say that every time. Wahala Wednesday means there's always problems everywhere. But also as well, one thing I would like to say as well is obviously the last couple week or even a month I haven't done Wahala Wednesday, and obviously it's just because I've been busy, which obviously if you've been following my YouTube channel, you see what I've been up to. As everything's starting to settle down now, I'll be coming back slowly. Anyways, back to the video that I want to do as well. But also as well, check out all my videos and stuff, and make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and also make sure you keep watching for more videos as well. And obviously as Mr. CV is growing, I'm building, I'm growing, I'm developing, and also getting better. Also more content, more videos, and this is a lifetime journey as well. But let me not bore you with all those things. Let me go straight into the video. Now with this Wahala Wednesday, it's not too much for you, it's just nice. Keep it simple and we keep it moving, just to re-energize myself, just to get back on Wahala Wednesday, and for you guys to keep watching as well. But on Wahala Wednesday, I talk about real life things that's happened around me, and also give my own opinion. Like I always say, my opinions is not fact, so it's just what I think, it's just what I will deal with the situation. So don't take it to the T. Take it as you want, and also have your own ideas as well, because everybody's different. But I'm going to start with a nice simple one, which says this one is a problem that quite a lot of people are going to face. Even I'm probably going to face if I have a child. But this is just my thinking on it. I don't know, 10 years down the line my thinking might change, I don't know, but we'll see. He says, my daughter is going to college. Initially she chose accounting and business, which I was very happy about. I was even hoping she would have chosen something related to science. All of a sudden she called me. She said she's changed the course to childcare and tourism, and also changed college she was going to. I wasn't too pleased as she had not discussed this with me, and I wasn't too happy with the course she chose, as it's not a career field. Should I try to persuade her to do accounting, or leave her to do the course she wants? Wow. Like I said, this is a challenge that a lot of people are facing, which I know people can relate to, because a lot of our parents, they've got a preconceived ideas of, oh, this is what you should be studying because you get a lot of money, these courses are not great, these courses are not that. Wow. Even one guy said to me that if you went to uni and you studied business, that you're wasting your time. I don't know, man. I don't know. When it comes to a lot of these courses anyway, for me obviously it's a choice about what you want to study, about the different things you might want to study. Obviously a lot of parents, they put a lot of pressure on their children about, oh, this course you have to study, that course you have to study, don't study this. And I think with a lot of the parents, from looking at it from the parents' lens, a lot of it is like I just read, they might see that it's not a career, so they might see that there's no progression into it. Also they might also see that, oh, the money you make might not be enough. But do you work for money or you don't work for money? Also I read yesterday that if you're in a job, it's either you earn or you learn. So if you're not earning that much but you learn a lot of things, that's fine. But if you're also in a job where you're not learning a lot of things but you're earning a lot of money, that's also fine. Either one, it's not an issue at all. What's my belief? My belief is, for me personally, you should allow your child to study whatever course they want to study. obviously, depending on if it doesn't go against my principles, what I believe in, my religion, then of course I will allow my child to study what they want to study, because at the end of the day, for me, it's about their satisfaction and making sure that my job as a parent is to guide and support them. And that's what I think a lot of people should do, because at the end of the day, if they go and study the course that their parents want them to study, one of the issue is there might not be satisfaction. They might not have that energy, that drive to study that course. No people come out and tell me, oh yeah, people have studied courses they don't enjoy, but the benefits of it is fantastic. Of course, there are going to be scenarios and cases like that. Of course, they're going to be. But for me personally, is everything about money? Where does satisfaction come in? Where does personal satisfaction come in? This case is a good friend of mine that called me, that told me about this, and she asked for my opinion, being a teacher. And I said personally, look, for your child to go behind your back to change a course in a college, that means already the child has already made up her mind. And once children make up their mind, I'll be honest with you, to try and convince them might be very, very difficult. The child knows the reason why she's gone behind her back to be able to do that. And the part of the reason is because she knew that maybe if she told her parents that, oh, this is the college, this is the course I want to study, they might object. Because at the end of the day, the parents didn't seem too happy that the child wasn't studying accounting or science-related subject. And I think also as well, people need to change their mentality in terms of looking down at certain courses and thinking, oh, certain courses are not good enough. Because right now the world is changing. During my time of growing up, people aspire to be doctors, lawyers and all this stuff. But if you ask the current kids right now, what do you want to do? A lot of them will tell you want to be a YouTuber. Trust me. And he's crazy, or they told you they want to be a gamer, or they want to do something to tech. So things are changing, and I think for me, my primary thing is, as a parent, your job is to support and guide your children. Obviously, not everything that they do you are going to agree with, but like I said, for me, if it doesn't go against my principles, my belief, my religion, what I stand for, then that won't be an issue. Like I said, a lot of these things I'm saying now, obviously, I'm just giving my own thoughts and opinion on it. Doesn't mean in 10 years time my opinions or might not change, or depending on my experience. Because I was also in that scenario where my parents also said, yeah, they want you to study accounting, business and all that. And for me, I've got the ability to study any course I want, to be honest with you, because I'm a person that I'm motivated inside, and if I have a goal and I believe I can do anything. A lot of people have told me to study law because I talk a lot and I can argue. A lot of people have told me to study so many courses. Some people have said, oh, I should be a comedian because they said I'm quite funny. Just because people recommend these things doesn't mean automatically I'm just going to go and do it. Because if I don't enjoy doing it, if I don't get satisfaction from doing it, then no. I chose teaching because I feel like I can share my knowledge with people, and I'm good at communicating and expressing things for people. So for that reason, I'm able to teach. I'm able to go and help other people using my knowledge, my skills and my communication ability. So back to what I was saying, I believe as a parent, your job is to support your child, guide them and give them your blessings as well. And if you do that, for me personally, if money comes in or money doesn't come in, as long as they're not struggling financially and be in a position where they need help. But normally, once a child is made up her mind in that kind of scenario, then support them. And once you've supported them, give them your blessings and leave the rest to God if you believe in God. But also try to guide them as well the little ways you can. And I think that's the best way. If not, as a parent, you start taking your frustrations on them, and that's not really good, and that's not going to help your child. So that's my opinion. Let me go to scenario number 2. I forgot to mention the book of problems. Scenario number 2. I went to a marriage event. This one's quite a funny one. I went to a marriage event. I saw a nice girl and I went to ask for a number. She gave her email. I felt so hurt. Wow. She went to ask for a number. She gave her email. Oh, mate. Why do people do this? Why do people do this? You know, if you're not interested in someone, it's just best to say, look, I'm not interested, and you keep it moving. I don't appreciate when, for example, back then, not now. One thing, before I even ask for a girl's number, first thing I do, I tell them that, listen, if you know you're not going to pick up, if you know if I message you, you're not going to reply, don't give me your number. Simple as that. Because I'd rather that than, and now you don't give me your number, I call you or message you, and then you don't reply, and then it start becoming awkward. But in this situation, for the girl to give her email, what is this? I know I missed the CV, but this is taking it to another level. Like, this is taking it, he's not applying for a job. He's trying to get to know you. And if you're not interested, just learn to say, I think girls as well need to learn to say no. Like, listen, I'm not interested, keep it moving. But also as well, I don't just want to just put it to the girls. Let's talk about the guys too. The guys too also need to be strong enough and secure enough when a girl says no, I'm not interested, to keep it moving. I've seen some guys, and I've read some things that some guys send to girls just because they said no, and then they start cussing them, and you don't need that. Right? As a guy, have respect and integrity inside you, and keep it moving. For me personally, I take some of these things as motivation. I don't know how other people react to it, but the way I react to a lot of things, I take it as motivation. If they say no to me, I feel, you know what, no problem. It's a chance for me to do better, get better, so that next time they see me, they will think twice why they said no, because I would have become a better person, I would have become more secure, I would have become more valuable, I'll become an asset to myself that people will want me naturally. On both sides. On the girl side, if you know you're not interested, please just say no and just keep it moving. No point of trying to give your email. What is this? If you're trying to give your email, might as well give him your LinkedIn in this case. Don't give him your email. Just, and also as well, why do people do this? You go to a marriage event. If you're gonna go to a marriage event, be serious, please. Don't go to a marriage event and then you're still doing all these babies behaviors, all these immature behaviors, man. If you're going to go to a marriage event, know that you're going there to seek people that are looking for similar things as you. So there's no way you go to a marriage event, someone wants to approach you for the same reason, and then you turn around and say, oh, you want to give your email. What is this? What is this? Come on, man. If you're not interested, please just say, look, I'm not interested. Thank you for the approach, and keep it moving. And the guy too, because I know a lot of girls do this when they give wrong numbers. They don't want to offend the guy. Listen, like I said, as a guy, you should be secure enough and respect yourself enough. When they say no, you keep it moving. And if you do that, you gain even more respect by doing that than going around and saying, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. Come on, man. We're too grown for that, man. This is 2024. Move on, man, and keep it moving. There's a billion girls out there. Don't be getting yourself worked up and getting upset. Just keep things moving. Keep going, and trust me, man, I'm sure you'll find the right girl for you. So that's my take on it. The last one, let's keep it moving. The last one. No, I'm going to do even one more after this as well. I'm going to do one more after this. I'm going to give you 4 instead of 3. But this one is quite similar to the one I just did now. He says, I was going to McDonald's and I saw a girl I liked. She gave me a number and said, now we're friends, pay for my food. I paid for hers and mine. When I called the number, a guy answered. Guys, what is this? What is this? Hey, wahala. Wow. Now, some of these things, they happen because these are real life story. This is a guy that I know that gave me this. This is our real life story. And obviously, one thing people should know, a lot more girls have more savings than guys. Part of the reason is because obviously some of the time, I don't want to say most of the time, the guy pays for most things. Obviously now it's changing because a lot of people are now doing 50-50s, or a lot of girls are contributing a lot more than before. But still, there's still some girls that have the mentality that, yeah, the guy should pay for everything, and that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their own mentality. But my own issue is Just because you gave your guys and your number, you now feel entitled that your responsibility is now become the guy's responsibility. You don't know the guy from anywhere. You're just like, oh, buy me food, just like that. And then the problem is, when the guy's buying you food, when he now starts expecting for some certain things or doing this, then you start moving different. I'm not saying just because the guy bought you food, you should expect for some certain things. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you don't know this guy from anywhere. Just because you gave him your number, all of a sudden, you want him to just buy you food, just like that. And on top of that, the number you gave wasn't even your number. It was a guy's number. It could be a boyfriend, it could be a brother, it could be anybody. So now the guy is feeling somehow now. Imagine now the guy now sees you 2 days later, 4 days later. How is that situation going to be? It's just going to be awkward. That's why I said in my previous scenario that, listen, if you know you're not interested in a guy, please just say no and just keep it moving. Just politely, respectfully say no. And if a guy, they say no to you too, please just respectfully respect yourself and just keep things moving. Because if not, you're going to get into situations like these and it's just going to be embarrassing, not just for you but for the girl too. Even till now, I still see it. And people need to start behaving maturely and actually acting at their age with some sense of maturity and some sense of reasoning. My main point I'm trying to make is, look, if you're not interested in someone, just don't give them fake numbers. Don't go and be giving your dad's number or your boyfriend's number or your uncle's number. Just say you're not interested, respectfully, and hopefully the guy respects himself and also behaves maturely and keeps it moving. By that way, your respect for yourself and your integrity is intact and everybody goes their own way. And it's simple as that. The last one, this last one, this is, I was coming back from work and I saw a girl jogging. She looks very nice and I decided to approach her. We even went to the park to sit down and talk. We had a fantastic conversation. After exchanging her numbers and speaking to her for a bit, she had a lot of demands. She wanted a certain type of lifestyle which I couldn't provide. However, being the person I am and trying to please the girl, I was ready to go the extra mile just to ensure that she got the lifestyle she wanted. After a couple of days, I sat down with myself and I reflected and I thought, you know what? This is not for me and there's no point of trying to keep her lifestyle. I told her, look, if we work together, then whatever lifestyle you want, we can both achieve it. But if you know you can't work together, then it's best to go and look for someone else. Which we both left it as that. After a few months later, the girl sent a WhatsApp broadcast message saying, I'm back from this so-so country. If you want to have fun, £100 per hour. Hey, wahala. Wow, there's so many things in this story, and it's a story of, obviously, number one, the girl has a certain lifestyle. Maybe she's been around certain guys, and obviously the kind of lifestyle they give her, she's used to that lifestyle. So obviously you coming as a guy, if you don't have that kind of financial empowerment or financial security, of course you're going to struggle, especially someone like myself that's a hustler, that is pushing, that is trying my best. Obviously when I get the little money that I get, I can't just go around and just splash it just like that, because I know how hard I worked for the money. Same way too, everybody's working out for their own money. Obviously everybody decides how they want to spend their money. Second thing, a guy, can he keep up with the girl's financial lifestyle? Because that's also another question. And the issue we have is we have a lot of things where guys want to please girls, or guys want to, just because they're fearful that the girl might leave, so let me go and overdo, and before you know it, you run yourself into debt. You start not even feeding yourself, but you're feeding the girl. So it's just those ones. And then on top of that, obviously, I'm assuming the girl's quite young as well. I'm assuming they say, look, if we work together, we can achieve all these things. But based on the lifestyle the girl has lived, she probably doesn't want to go through that way. And then the final part is, the girl sending a broadcast message and saying, if you want to have fun, £100 per hour. Wow. Which means obviously the girl's doing other lines of work, because on here what the girl initially said, which I missed out, was the girl said she was a receptionist, which clearly, from if you want to have fun, £100 per hour, she's clearly not a receptionist. She's clearly other things, which obviously people can decide what that is. Which on one hand, the guy also dodged the bullet, because obviously that might not be the kind of girl he wants. We don't know. But my point is, this goes to guys and girls. Number one, for a guy, please don't go and overdo yourself just because you're trying to please a girl. You need to use a sense of wisdom and your brain as well. Don't get too excited, and then before you know it, you spend all your life savings and then you're broke. Because trust me, if you're broke and you're not secure enough as a guy yourself, you're gonna feel it. And one guy, let me give you this wisdom. One guy told me, as a guy, whatever decision you make will bounce back on you. If you're with your girl and you go and spend all your money, finish. You didn't build your goals, you didn't build yourself, you're not secure in yourself. When that money finishes, trust me, she will ask you questions. She said, oh, you was working 24/7. Why didn't you build yourself? But if whilst you're with the girl, you spend a little money, or you spend some money, you keep some money for yourself, the rest of it you're building yourself, you're building your goals. If anything happens, touch wood, nothing happens, but if anything happens, at least you're still secure in yourself. You won't be starting from scratch. Because trust me, there's a lot of guys out there that are starting from scratch just because they're trying to please certain people, they're trying to live a certain lifestyle. So, like I said, I'm going to repeat, as a guy, whatever decision you make, bounce back on you. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's going to bounce back on you and it's going to reflect on you. So, don't just be in a haste, because when you're in a haste, you waste. Hey, I should have become a rapper. Hey, I'm just dropping too many wisdom. Wisdom is going to kill me. When you haste, you waste. So as a guy, be sensible in the kind of decisions you make, because if not, it's going to bounce back on you. I'm going to leave it with that, because they said a word is enough for the wise. When he reaches his belly, it will be I don't know, I'll say Yoruba. Abo la man sọ fún ọmọlúàbí tó bá dénú ẹ̀ ó máa dodindi. Now, how do I translate that in Yoruba, in English? We speak little to a sensible person, but when he reaches his belly, he will turn into a whole paragraph or a whole sentence. That's what it is. We'll speak little means I'll say some small things to you, but when you get with yourself, you have to now sit down with yourself, think about what I said, and try and make meaning of it. That's basically the best translation of that, for me personally. I don't know anybody, any Yoruba speaking person out there that can translate that better. Please help me do, because some of these things I understand it, but to get that translation, but that's the way I understand it. You just need a tiny little bit of sentence. The person that's giving you the wisdom doesn't need to speak too much. Just a tiny sentence. It's now on you to go and reflect and think about what the person said and try to make meaning of it. Because when you've made meaning of it, that's when it will make sense to you. That's my final part on Wala Wednesday. Listen, Wala Wednesday is, hey, listen, even some people have learned Yoruba through this Wala Wednesday. Wow, that's crazy. There's even one guy, one of my biggest person that watches me on YouTube. He's even speaking Yoruba now. Obviously, he's not speaking Yoruba, but he's speaking. Says, "Wala tikpochu." Wow! Imagine, Yoruba is such a rich language. And to be honest with you, I'll never say I'm a patriotic Nigerian, because I'm not. I will tell you that now. because I grew up more in the UK. But one thing I would not like to lose is my Yoruba speaking. That's why I spend a lot of time watching Yoruba movies. I spend a lot of time obviously trying to speak Yoruba as well, which since I've been in this country for close to 20 years now, I'm still able to speak the language, which I'm very proud of, and hopefully I can pass on my language as well to my children as well, which I want to make sure. For me, Yoruba is such a rich culture and a rich heritage that I don't think people should be losing, which a lot of people are losing currently now. Even people that are born in Nigeria can't speak Yoruba, which is a shame. Not even just Yoruba, people that are born in Nigeria can't speak their own native language or their mother tongue, which is a shame. But either way, we're back on Wahala Wednesday. Definitely, if you have more scenarios or more problems, that's what I like to call it, if you have them that you want to share, that you think people can benefit from, that you want my opinion on, please drop it in the comment section or send me an email. My email address is in the description. So listen, let's get this Wahala Wednesday popping. Hopefully as time goes on and as soon as I get more scenarios as well, we're not just going to do Wahala Wednesday, we're going to do Wahala Weekend, we're going to do Wahala Monday, because Wahala is every day. Before you know it, we're going to have Wahala Monday to Sunday, because problems is part of life. And then hopefully as the channel keeps growing as well, I'm going to start doing some more live sessions as well, which is good. But obviously for now, I'm still building the name, I'm building the channel, and I'm building the brand Mr. CV, because I am a brand now. I'm becoming a brand. So listen, it's your boy Mr. CV. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Thank you guys for supporting me as well, and I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for even watching the video all the way to the end, because these videos, of course, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to get better, the opportunity to give my opinion. There's a platform for me to say what I feel about things. And I remember someone was even telling me, you need to make your YouTube educative. I don't need to make my YouTube educative, because even my life itself is an education for some people. So that's enough for you. Like I said, abo naman so fun omoluabi to ba denu e o ma do dindi. I'll leave you with that one. I've already given the translation in part of the video, so if you want to know what I said in Yoruba, rewind this video and go and listen to the translation. So I'm going to leave it there. It's your boy Mr. CV. Have a fantastic day and take care.